We live? What it do, people? You know what it is, and you know what it sounds like. NBA, picking with Pop, right here on Pop of his TV. Let's go. And I didn't even have the song ready, but it's all good. Queuing it up right now. Let's get it.
When the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one, pop 'em his coupe all gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the band line in the air, throwing signals. When the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one, pop 'em his coupe all gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the band lines in the air, throwing signals.
1,000 on the table, 100,000 in the bank account. I'm trying to get rich. Who else in the building trying to break the house? What it do, people? Welcome back to another edition of NBA Picking with Pop. I am your host, Popovich. Yeah, kid, that feeling. Back up in here. One more again. Happy Friday, guys. We made it to the weekend. Long week, but we made it. We made it. We made it, and I got to work today and tomorrow. So this is technically like my Thursday. Then tomorrow is my Friday. Gray, what up, though, on the check-in? Shout outs to everybody on the check-in on YouTube and on Instagram. What's the word, y'all? Big card today in the NBA slate. But as we always do around this time, let's get a quick recap of yesterday's games. Yesterday, 3 games on the slate. We went 2-1. Had a great day, if you ask me, because we hit the play of the day. We did drop the Magic. They won, but they didn't cover. And like JaY, I just finished watching his show. Shout outs to Pick Dogs. The Magic should have been on the do not bet list. We keep rolling with them. They was on a losing streak, and we rolled with them. But anyway, yesterday we had Detroit as the play of the day. We had the Charlotte Hornets. Y'all see I'm not a homer. I just don't go with the Knicks just to be going with the Knicks. They haven't played nobody in a long time, and they played some better competition, and they got smacked, just like Stephen A. Smith was saying. Josh Hart, better be quiet. I'm on TV 10 hours straight, live every week. Started to think, like, 10 hours straight. You know, me and Gray, we was talking about that. 10 hours a day, like, plus my own YouTube channel. You ain't going to get the last word, and I believe him. You're not going to get the last word. But my Knicks lost. Hopefully that'll put some fuel under their fire. So the only loss, which was a lock, was the Magic. But I'm happy to hit the play of the day. With that being said, my grand total record now, because y'all know I only do this just for complete transparency. My record now, and overall, every single game that I played or that I picked, we 579. 492. As far as the play of the day, we are 70 and 77 and 2. Still 7 games under 500, but I want to finish the season strong. JaY actually hit 7 in a row. We hit 7 in a row. That was a record. Prior to that, we hit 6 in a row. I'm just being transparent. You know, when we do good, you gotta feel good about it and pat yourself on the back. As far as the locks, not from Yonkers, we are 276 and 244, definitely above 500. So we're just going to try to keep momentum rolling. I like today's games. Not all of them are some kind of crazy type games, and I'll explain that in a minute. And with that being said, let's get into the first game of the night. We got the LA Clippers out on the road at Indiana Pacers. LA Clippers is giving the Indiana Pacers 8.5. I'm on the Clippers. I know Indiana just came back, you know what I mean? They just came back from 20 down on the Lakers. Lakers, record-wise and by the eye test-wise, thus far, are better than the Clippers. Clippers started from the bottom. Now they're here. They fighting for their playoff playing tournament lives, right? But I think that energy that the Pacers put back, I know it's a Friday night, Jay. I know it ain't nothing going on in Indiana. But I think the same thing that happened in the first game at LA when the Clippers won 130 to 129 or something. I mean, to like 106, if I'm not mistaken. What was the score? I'm going to tell y'all right now. 130 to 107. They beat them by 23 points. I think they could beat them by 11, 10. So I'm on the Clippers in our first game. Next game up, got the Atlanta Hawks out on the road at the Boston Celtics. Boston is giving 4.5. And we've seen these two teams play already. This year they played twice, if I'm not mistaken. Boston won the first game, and Atlanta has won the last game. Jaylen Brown is not going to play tonight. The line didn't move as far as the needle, but I'm going to go back too real quick just to see something. The Hawks. I already looked at this, but I want to look at it again. Because I was leaning Atlanta, and then I kind of got undecided. I'm not going to lie. Picking games sometimes is hard, and I'm not just picking with my eyes closed. I try to dive in and see, what's the best bet. So the last game, Atlanta won 117-106. Jaylen Brown had 21, no Jason Tatum. Then the game that Boston won 132-106. Jaylen Brown had 41, again, no Jason Tatum. Did they play prior to that back in January? That was in January they played. Don't look like they played in December. Don't look like they played in January. So this is what I'm going to do right here. Because I think Atlanta matches up well with Boston. And I think they have been playing Boston tough for the last few years. Last 5 games, Atlanta Hawks versus the Boston Celtics. All right, let's see. So we got Hawks won the last one, Celtics won, as I said. Then the Hawks won 2 straight, 119, 115 in overtime, 117, 116 at Boston. Then Boston won 123, 193. Then Atlanta won 2, 123, 122 overtime. Then they won 120, 118. Then the Celtics won 7 straight. So Celtics won 7 straight. Prior to that 7 straight, Atlanta won 3. Then Celtics won 1, Atlanta won 1. I was going back and forth with this. I know Jay said Atlanta ain't really play nobody. They have been playing well since the All-Star break, and they have been. But they did just beat Detroit Pistons. I get it. They didn't have their star. Who else they just beat? It ain't like they... I get it. The majority of their games have been against bottom feeders, but they did just beat the Pistons. Granted, they didn't have what's the name. They did beat the Magic. They beat the Trailblazers, beat them bad. Trailblazers in the playoffs, out in the West. And besides that, they beat Miami. They lost to Miami as well. Lost to the Hornets. Lost to the Timberwolves. They beat Philly. Philly's in the playoffs, but not really. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. They beat the Blazers. I mean, they beat the Celtics. They did lose to the Rockets. I was on Atlanta, and I'm gonna stay on Atlanta. I think Atlanta could keep it tough, could keep it close. I'm gonna stay on Atlanta. My only trepidation now is that Jaylen Brown is not gonna play. I hate when they yank players out, and then you think it's just an easy win for the opposite team, and then they still, lose. But I'm going to stay on Atlanta. Next game up, this will also be a good one. We got the Miami Heat out on the road at Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland giving 5.5. Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks. And we just seen these two teams play, and Miami won that game. They was on a 5-game losing streak, and they won 120 to 103. 103 by 17. And we had Miami as a lock that day. They was bound to win, not going to keep losing. Cleveland was on the back-to-back, and they was on a win streak, 4-game win streak. Beat the Bucks, beat the Bulls, beat the Pelicans, beat the Magic, and then they, back-to-back home games. They playing a desperate team. Today they also going to play a desperate team, except they're going to have their rest. And Jared Allen is coming back. I think Miami covers the spread, but I think Cleveland wins. I think Miami covers the spread. I think Cleveland wins. Next game up, we got the Chicago Bulls out on the road at OKC. OKC is giving Chicago 18 and a half. I'm on Chicago. I ain't gonna lie. Not like they're gonna come in and do some spectacular things. Yes, OKC. Man. Yes, OKC. Sorry, this happened the last time I was doing my video as well, but it is what it is. It bees what it bees, as JaY say. But I need my own footage, so I have to delete this. Have to delete this real quick. I need to keep my videos good. Delete. Delete. Let's get back to the camera. Let's get back to the camera. I need my own footage, guys. Stuff be happening on these platforms. Yeah, kid. I'll be back live on my platform. All right, cool. Where was I at? Yeah. OKC could definitely Hulk smash. They probably will. But that's why I said I don't like the games today. There's a lot of good teams going against some bad teams. But a lot of these good teams is coming off extended road trips. And OKC is one of them. So it's not just a given that they're going to Hulk smash. They 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Magic, Nets, Wizards, Philly, and the Celtics. And they obviously won all them games except the Celtics. 5-game win streak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 game in 10 days. You know what I'm saying? You normally like to see 7 in 10 days. But I'm on Chicago. It's not a premium style game. Obviously, the money line is 22.73. So yeah, we definitely probably they're gonna blow them out. But I'm gonna take Chicago. Next game up, we got the Houston Rockets out on the road at the Grizzlies. Houston Rockets is giving the Grizzlies 13 and a half. And yeah, the Rockets, they should win. And I had the Rockets. You know what I mean? I had the Rockets. JaY is on the Rockets too. But you know what? I'm on the Grizzlies. Changing my mind. I'm on the Grizzlies. And I'm going to change that on my sheet as well. Which y'all know I write my picks down first. Then I compare mine with JaY. That's my fake competition. Shout outs to Pick Dogs though. I'm on the Grizzlies. Yeah, the Rockets should Hulk smash. And they probably will. But 13 and a half is a lot. Maybe they'll win by 10. Maybe they'll win by 11. And I'm just on the Grizzlies. It ain't no premium style game for me. Next game up, though. We got the New Orleans Pelicans out on the road at Toronto Raptors. Pelicans getting 8 and a half. We seen these two teams play. Pelicans got the better of that matchup. No Trey Murphy. No Devontae Murray. I think Trey Murphy had 29 or 28, and Devontae Murray had 27. That's a lot of points to take away. Quigley didn't play in that game. He will play in this game. Toronto is coming off an extended road trip as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. West Coast swing too, man. Like, the man is back again. Doing a little, you know what I mean? Like a West Coast swing, not an East Coast swing. So it gives me pause for cause. But I think they need this game. And they need it in the worst way. They was on the back-to-back also when they played the Pelicans. Had just finished playing a tough game against the Rockets. So I'm on Toronto. I'm on Toronto. We're going to try to get out of here soon. We got the Utah Jazz out on the road at the Denver Nuggets. Denver Nuggets is giving Utah 18 and a half. And I'm on Denver. We can't look no other way. We got to go Denver. Next game up, we got the Washington Wizards out on the road at the Golden State Warriors. I messed up. The Golden State Warriors. Wizards is getting 13 and a half. And we also seen these two teams play not too long ago. The Wizards actually lost to the Warriors by 8. I'm on the Warriors, man. I'm on the Warriors. Ain't no, the Wizards is trash. How could you look anywhere else, to be honest? Next game up, we got the Dallas Mavericks out on the road at the Portland Trail Blazers. Dallas Mavericks getting 10 and a half. We on the Blazers. I think the Blazers are the better team. Not head and shoulders better, but they are 15 games better. They at home. They've been home, if I'm not mistaken. They've been home against the Nets, the Bucks, comfortable. And they haven't been playing a lot of games in this week that just passed. 1, 2, 3. My bad. Yes, they have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One back-to-back against the Nuggets, and then the Nets. They play the Wizards on Sunday. I think they win tonight, and I think they cover. Dallas, on the other hand, let me see. Dallas is on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 game losing streak. Damn, they on a 5 game losing streak. They are. So I'll look and see if they played the Blazers already. Be hating to make these videos. They lost by 3 at the Blazers. Then they lost by 5 in overtime. Now I'm on Dallas. I'm changing my pick. I'm on Dallas. Blazers should win, and they should win. I don't know about them covering. I'm going with the Mavericks. I'm taking the Mavericks in that one. Changing my pick. Taking the Mavericks. Last game of the night, we got Brooklyn Nets out on the road at the Los Angeles Lakers. Lakers is giving Brooklyn 15 and a half. And we on the Lakers. Lakers coming off a long road trip as well, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm taking Brooklyn, changing that pick. Taking Brooklyn with the 15 and a half. Lakers coming off an extended East Coast trip. Taking Brooklyn. With that being said, let's get to the theme music real quick.
When I want a chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one, pop them his coupe all gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the band line in the air, throwing signals. When I want a chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one, pop them his coupe all gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the band lines in the air, throwing signals.
All right, guys. Here go the locks. Not from Yonkers, but the locks that get you and me the winner chicken dinners. These games is a little crazy today. I ain't gonna lie, man, but we gonna do what we gotta do. Here they go right here. We going with Clippers. Going with Miami. We going with Denver. We going with Golden State. And the play of the day is the Toronto Raptors. The play of the day is Toronto Raptors. That's what we like. That's what we taking. You can let us know who you like. You can let us know who you taking. All I ask is that you hit that like button so I can stay in your algorithm, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friend. But y'all know who it is. This your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. NBA, Picking with Pop, right here on Popovich TV. Of course, we are live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling. Back up and here one more again. Yeah, kid. Let's get some money on this Friday.